Welcome to a very spicy edition of OSBA PolicyTok.
Oh, come on, Ronnie Joe, you have to come. The Golden Kielbasa is having its polka till you drop, eat pierogies till you pop, dance/eating marathon, and I already bought my elastic pants.
No thanks, Helena. My husband and I still haven't recovered from the polka explosion of 1999.
Yeah, he still does walk with a limp.
Oh. Hello, I'm Ronnie Joe Dalchuk.
And I'm Helena Michaels.
And you're listening to OSBA's Policy Talk.
Well, Ronnie Joe, there's a chill in the air, and the leaves are turning color, signaling that fall is just around the corner, my favorite season. Another favorite of mine is PDQ season, and this is going to be a doozy. So I'm going to put on my flannels and my fuzzy slippers and hunker down to do those policy updates. What about you, Ronnie Joe?
Yes, Helena, the level of policy updates lately has really been exhausting. Thank goodness I have this delicious pick-me-up.
Ooh.
I'll just take a little sip of caffeine to help keep me going.
Wow, look at her go. Might want to breathe a little. Wow, that smelled delicious. It's all pumpkin spice this season, isn't it? Lattes, lotions, candles, policy manuals?
It does put me in mind of the perfect recipe for a policy manual, Helena. A little cinnamon, a little nutmeg, and a little help from OSBA's master baristas.
Sounds yummy, yet also very practical. Fun.
Neat.
Good times.
Good times. Wow, the phones are really lighting up like the espresso machine on triple shot mode.
Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
I see some items are marked with an asterisk, meaning required. What does required mean?
That's a great question, caller. Luckily for
That's
us,
a banger.
in the studio today, we have OSBA policy consultant and the Spice Master himself, Gami Narvaez.
Welcome.
Welcome back, Gami.
Well, thanks, Ronnie. That's very kind of you to say. Also, the secret to a tasty policy manual is actually in the close. That and regular review for compliance with state and federal law, but
Yes.
mostly the close.
Close.
Back to the
Tasty.
caller. When we note that a policy or regulation is required, we mean that the law requires that topic to be addressed in the board policy manual. You'll notice these policies marked with an asterisk on the update review form, and you'll see the statement, "This is a required policy or regulation," at the bottom of the OSBA sample. That means that your district must include this policy or regulation in the board-approved manual. And a board manual without required policies is like latte without espresso. Doesn't make much sense, does it?
Whoa. Let's hit the brakes for a second. If a document isn't required, does that mean that the board can remove it?
Well, that depends, Helena. Some topics are useful for effective governance, even though they aren't required in the law. Think of it like whipped cream on your Venti Starbs pumpkin spice latte.
Delicious.
It's not mandatory, but it's definitely worse without it. For example, our College Credit Plus regulation, IGCH-R, isn't required, but it does outline application deadlines, special requirements for students from military families, and other useful information. So if you're considering removing a non-required document from your manual, feel free to call OSBA to discuss the pros and cons before your board takes action to rescind a policy.
Good idea. Good idea.
Time out. So does that mean that a policy or regulation that isn't marked required, district doesn't have to update it?
Helena, sometimes it feels like you just ask these questions to frustrate me.
Well, that goes without saying.
No. If it's in the manual, it should be kept up to date and compliant with state and federal law.
Makes sense.
For example, purchasing procedures, policy DJF and regulation DJF-R, also aren't legally required, but many districts keep them because auditors often look for information contained in our financial policies, whether required or not. It's also important to regularly review documents that aren't marked required to ensure that they still reflect your day-to-day operations.
Good idea.
Once again, Gami, I'm required to say that I'm amazed at your wealth of policy information.
Yes, thank you.
And I have to say that all this talk of tasty treats is really making me want to make a run for the drive-thru.
That won't be necessary. Oh, Oh no, I did not mean for that to happen. I'm so sorry. Neat. Fun, good times. Join us next time on Policy Talk when we discuss
Bullet points!
That concludes today's edition of Policy Talk. We now return to nonstop coverage of discussion of the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift wedding.